And in order to begin, we want to make a batuto. And a batuto means something that's beaten down in Italian. And it's really the flavor ingredients that start off the dish. So we want to begin with 1 large onion. We're going to do this right in the food processor because this makes it very simple to do this. And then 3 cloves of garlic. And with it, we want some parsley. And this is Italian flat leaf parsley. And this is the type of parsley that you want to use. You don't want to use curly parsley, which really doesn't have a lot of flavor. So in goes the parsley, about 1/4 cup. You want some fresh basil, about 6 to 8 leaves. They go in. And because we're talking about Tuscan food this season, we absolutely have to have some fresh sage. So here are 2 wonderful looking fresh sage leaves. And get this into a really minced mixture. So let it go until it's very fine looking. And then you're ready to put this into olive oil right in here. And we're going to cook this down now just until the onions begin to soften. We want to add a little bit of hot red pepper. So a few little hot red pepper flakes go in. If you don't like hot red pepper, you can leave it out. And then we need white wine. And we want about 1 cup of white wine. So now I'm going to turn the heat up because we really have to have this evaporate. So about 1 cup of white wine goes in. And we want to stir this around. I'm going to give this a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. Let's prepare the squid first. So to do it, you want to bring them home so they're nice and clean. Or if you have to clean them yourself, it is not difficult. I think I've showed you how to do this before. So in this preparation, you want to start with the fish that take the longest time to cook. So start with the ones that are going to take you a little bit more time. So in this case, it's going to be the squid. So you want to cut them up, into 1-inch pieces will be fine. And we have 1/2 pound of the fresh squid. And as soon as that is cooked down, I'm going to put this in. Here we have fresh shrimp. And when you get them in the store, you see they have the shell on, and you just need to peel that shell back and just pull, and the shell comes right off. So let me do that again for you. Just peel the shell back, like so. Sometimes they're a little slippery, and pull off the shell. And one more. We have 1/2 pound of the shrimp here as well. Now once the wine has evaporated a bit, then you want to put in the other ingredients. And here we have fresh, or bottled rather, clam juice. If you have fresh clam juice, that's even better. So you want 1 cup of clam juice to go in. So 1 cup of clam juice. Stir that around a little bit. And then about 2 cups of plum tomatoes, or you could use beefsteak tomatoes. If you didn't have fresh tomatoes, you could use canned tomatoes. So they go in. So now this is going to begin to look nice and colorful. And now we can start to add the fishes. So in go first our squid. Now, this isn't going to take very long once this is in here. Now we want to cut up the swordfish. So all we want to do is chunk this up. So now we add the swordfish. I'm going to turn that heat way up now. I don't want to overcook the fish, but I want to get that in there so that I got a good heat under that. Look at how pretty that's starting to look. So there's the swordfish. Then we want our shrimp. And you know, as soon as shrimp turn pink, they are cooked. So you want to put those around. That was 1/2 pound of swordfish and 1/2 pound of shrimp. And then here is the monkfish. We want to cut that up. Monkfish has a flavor that's almost similar to lobster. So that goes in all chunked up. Does this look good? And we're going to be serving this over, you guessed it, bread. So mix this all around. And the last fish, were you counting? We have 5. The last fish we have to add are the scallops. So now they go in. That was 1/4 pound of scallops. So now we mix that well, give that a little seasoning, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and we cover this and let this cook until the fish begins to flake. And I'm going to turn this down now just a little bit. I'm going to turn it down because I don't want that to overcook. And now while the fish is cooking, we're going to get some bread ready because we need this bread for our soup bowl. We're going to put this in the base of the soup bowl. So you want to get some extra virgin olive oil going in a pan. All we did was cut up some slices of Tuscan bread. If you didn't have Tuscan bread, you could use any kind of bread that's a sturdy type of bread. And put it in your pan, and you want to brown that on both sides. So let's put in 3 or 4 slices into our olive oil, and let's get that cooking now so that we can get that nicely browned. So then the last thing you have to do is get some lemon juice ready. And please don't buy that stuff in a can because it just doesn't taste like lemon juice. You want to use real lemon juice. And to do that, you need to get yourself one of these, a little lemon reamer, or you could just squeeze it by hand. So get the lemon juice in your little bowl, and then you want to add this to the fish stew. So you want to put in the lemon juice, about 2 tablespoons without the pits, into the soup. And you see how the fish now are starting to turn color, but I know they're not ready yet, but it's coming. So put the cover back on, turn this one, and the last one. So as soon as I can take this out, and I think I can right now, this doesn't take very long at all. Get all those slices for you. And that just sits to the side until we're ready for the fish. So let's take the cover off. Oh, yes, and lower the heat on this. And let me get out a fork. And when the sturdier pieces of fish flake, when they flake, then they're ready. Well, you see how the shrimp have cooked and now they've turned a nice pink color. And I'm trying to find a piece of swordfish to flake. And there you see, I just broke off a piece, and that is actually cooked. I need a little bit of salt. I'm going to give it a little extra salt. I'm going to dish this up for you, and you're going to enjoy kachuko, fish, 3 C's, 2 C's more, making 5 C's, the 5 fishes for the word kachuko, which means mixture.